Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020 All-Rounder episode 67. Looks like today I have free element task as we are in Strade, Bianche, and I'm very excited for this one because it's one of my favorite races on the calendar. I'm not terribly well off for it. Also, those last couple races I was in, I had the benefit of having a negative race day condition because I had a bit of a sniffle. And so I actually was able to use my willpower bonus and gain something out of it. +3 to the race day condition made a hefty difference. Today, looking to be a free element. Bad timing here, but let's see if we can catch with this next group and attack off the front. Is it even possible? It's a World Tour race. I should not be a threat. At the moment, though, we have not opened up any gap, but I haven't really had a chance to open a gap here. There we go. Now we start to go off front, maybe? Have I even escaped yet? I technically still have not escaped. Finally, I have escaped. Will I be off the front? I need to pause for a second. Set that up. There we go. 6 away. I'm about to join them. That makes 7. 3 more about to join us. Filippo Ganna. Dan Martin, Izaguirre. It's an elite group. It's 8 chasing 2. Can it become a group of 10? We're looking like the group that might head back. No, finally we're stepping it up. Are we going to contribute and help pull away from the pack? It's a diverse group. No reason to think we should have to go back to the peloton. Okay, the effort's increasing. We're trying to pull away. It's 35 seconds. Nobody else is getting off the front at the moment. Those 2 ahead of us, that's not helping things, them attacking this group. 10 is a pretty manageable group. We're already into the first gravel section of this heavy graveled race. There's a little split in the peloton. There you go. It's back together. We have 40 seconds. It looks like there's new groups trying to get away. So we start to back off a little bit. And that's not good if we're going to actually have a chance of getting away. Okay, we've added 10 seconds now. Big uphill gravel section here. Hopefully we get through this one okay. 45 seconds.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack.
Not too many guys working at the moment. 54 seconds now. But if this doesn't establish, I'm going to have a really hard time actually being in the break today. We dropped 1 rider. That could really help things. This is lifted slightly. That one rider's about to go back to the peloton. And meanwhile, we've opened the gap.
There's now more than a minute between the breakaway and the pack. The pace is really hot.
Out to a minute 15.
We shouldn't see too many attacks.
Okay, that rider was caught. They're still coming after us, though. Gap's a minute. Not everybody contributing. My next turn here. I've recovered slightly the pace we're running now. But not much. You can see in the peloton, looking at my team, they are all exhausted. And the field is already splitting apart. It's early in this race, and the field is already splitting apart. Now we're down to 8 riders off the front. Gap's at 40 seconds.
And here are the dreaded cobblestones. I know several riders who would prefer to be at home in front of the telly.
Big acceleration. I've caught it. Not getting dropped, not at the moment. Long gravel section here. Out to a minute. Are they finally happy with 8 of us away? Ganna, Aru, Martin, all here. Rodriguez, Verona. This is a very elite group. Gaps up to a minute 15. But the pace lifting in the group. Minute 30. Peloton's coming back together. I think they've started to sit up. Minute 40. Over 2 minutes. Finally. We had to just shed 2 riders from the group. We've done so. But serious damage in the peloton. A lot of fatigue that will not recover. I mean, everybody's going to get their yellow bars back. But the green, the stamina effect, is for real. It's now a 3-minute gap as we go over the biggest climb of the day. We get up to 8%. And we go over the top. Nice easy ride through there. Let's go ahead and grab some water. Alright, so the obvious objective here to be in the break, collect some XP that way, but then, more importantly, try to hang on for some sort of result in this thing. Can we hang on to a top 25 after we're caught by the peloton? I like the strength in this group. I like that there are 4 big names in this group. That's going to help significantly. And now that we're into the final 120 kilometers, we are now getting credit for being in the break. So that's going to tick off pretty quick. We should have no problem getting at least 3/4 of that done. We have some time to speed things along for a bit. A little acceleration happening here. Okay, gap holding at about 3 minutes. More than halfway through. 84K to go. We sped up again. Let's get back into contributing. Fatigue in the chase. Gap's down to 240. Peloton down to 134. I think those riders off the back will not come back. So, the chase already having a little bit of a hard time. Again, there is some strength in this group. Fleegan looking pretty dang good on a +5 race day condition. Pater, Del Grosso, both +3s. I'm on a 0 today, but I'm okay. Got a 70 on the cobble. Sorry about that.
The peloton seems to want to wind the breakaway back in. Now they're riding.
I've made that stop for a while, but it keeps coming back.
They're moving along at a fair lick. You've just got to hang on. Oh, the
Once
list
a day.
of those left behind goes on rising.
Alright, well anyway, 66K to go. Our group's still looking good. The chase is falling apart. Beckering is long gone. Slagter's going to be gone soon. Del Grosso, Pater going to be gone soon.
The pack has increased its speed. This is the last third of the race. The team leaders have their minds
Going a
fixed on
little too
today's
hard
goal.
apparently. There you go. Back into the mix. 60K to go. Let's go ahead and grab some water. Aru, the only one not working. He's thinking about the stage. There's that 100% of objective. We need another 15K to get the exceptional rating there. And we still have a 2-minute gap, so that should be no problem. More importantly, though, the chase is down to just 59 riders.
For sure when it comes to cobbled sections,
and from the look of my team, that's probably going to drop to maybe half of that well before we're caught. Which means 30 or so riders catching 8 or so riders. Meaning I'm looking at a top 40 at this point. Yeah, it's coming back together a little bit though. This is the longest gravel section, I think, of the whole race, though there was 2 really long ones in the middle. Okay, there's suddenly 3 riders and then 4 riders off the front, so the chase has split over the hill in the middle of that gravel section. That's really good for us. We're down to a 40-second gap, but I'm okay if 3 riders catch us. 3 really strong riders, plus 4 really strong riders here. All of a sudden, I'm looking at a group of, 11 elite riders with 37K to go, and I'm still sitting at full strength. It's a minute 20 behind us. I don't know why I'm not getting any sort of... Oh, because now it's the peloton. Now the 11 of us make up the peloton. We're the front group. Everybody else is off the back.
Holy cow!
Interesting that they're not calling A1 the peloton and us the break, but all sounds good. 30K to go. I'm still contributing.
Falling behind. A team leader
Here we
is
go
falling
with an
behind.
attack.
A courageous rider is looking
Right
to
away.
break away.
Now it's just 13 chasing us, but they're also down to 43 seconds. Just 3 gravel sections left. And considering how strong I'm looking, I think I'll be okay through that. Not too many guys contributing up here, though. So I'm wary of contributing for too long.
Is a real challenge. The racers have to have the talents of a
Vlegan's
tightrope
caught
walker,
us.
as
Now
the
it's
grip of the
28
tires
chasing
can't be
1.
counted on.
26 chasing 1 is 2 drop off the back. And now I'm technically riding for Vlegan. Back together. 22 in the group. That is our top 25. Looking pretty dang confirmed right now. It's all falling apart behind us. And I'm riding away. I'm hurting Vlegan. I'm hurting everybody. I've been leading for quite a while here. My flat rating.
left.
I've dropped somebody. Now there's 20. Next attack. Mataway. Craig Anderson. Duel.
And there's an
Big.
attack in
Oh.
the front.
No thank you. Not interested in missing that move. Wrapping up the
Avoiding a puncture is
final
vital in this type of race. The
cobbled
sections
section
mean that the
here.
riders
I
use
lose a little
tubes that are
gap on
more
these guys
hard-wearing
because
than
of
those
the
normally used
uphill
on tarmac.
and the gravel
finish line
and
is
the big
getting
acceleration
close. The
of the
riders
best
just passed the
cobbled
10
riders.
road sign.
I'm going to at least bridge the gap to these two, so I've got a little help, but those two are really fading. In fact, it looks like I might even be dropping them potentially. I'd like to get up to Vlegan. We could ride together. I don't think that's going to happen though. I'm going to have to sit on for a second and try to recover. I'm with Schelling and Pidcock. And that's going to leave us fighting for 11th place. The 10 at the front have come together. Vlegan among them. So I'm looking at a top 15 here.
We're into the last 5 kilometers, and he spurts
All
away
right,
from the
6K
group.
to go.
He's going for victory.
Can I leave these guys behind?
Counterattack by Maciej Moric.
Bridge this gap. Fight for 10th. Oh, I thought I was going to have it before the corner. The corner pushed me further back than what I was. Okay, there you go. We've made the gap to Sepp Van Mark. Now we have a chance at 10th. 20-second gap behind us. We are too far behind anybody in front of us, so now it's all about 10th place. 2.3K to go. Downhill now, but then a little uphill finish. And a little cobbled section, and that's difficult for me.
There goes
I
the
need to
sprint.
leave him
The strong
behind
men
at the
are giving
base.
their all.
There you go. I've done so. Now I've got to try to save whatever I've got left for the finish.
Today, the victory goes
Stuyven
to
takes the win.
Jasper
Asgreen,
Stuyven.
Mataway, Anderson,
The race is
Kalmajan,
run, but the
Garcia
poor
Cortina,
souls bringing
Mahoric,
the rear continue to cross the
teammate
line.
Vlegan,
It's a bit of a knock
still
for
heading for the
morale.
line. He's in the next 2 riders. I thought I was riding for 10th, but I'm riding for 11th. I was the 14th rider in the group, not the 13th. So I beat those 3 guys and move up that spot I needed, but I was miscounting. And actually a bunch of riders caught up to them. Great result. I got 11th, just missed top 10. Vlegan does get top 10 as a teammate. Great result for a race that, especially with just a 0 race day condition. And spending all day in the break and a hard break to establish. I got to feel pretty good about that result, but just missed top 10. So close. I'm at Danlith No Kier course. I actually am picked as a favorite for this race. Despite that, the team gave me only a single support rider, and just a moment ago, Vlegan was added to that list, so I now have 2 support riders as we go inside the final 40K. Now, if I really had strong team support, I would have been incorporating a plan of making it difficult here in the peloton for a while ahead of time, limiting what's left of the field. But as you can see, the field,
A couple of teams
very
have set
comfortable
themselves up as
ride so
pacemakers
far
for the
in
pack.
this
They
race.
obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Breakaway, they've been away since kilometer 0. They've never been challenged, and we're just now bringing them inside a minute. with 30k to go.
There's an
That
attack in the
is the
group at
only
the
cobbled
front.
section of this. It's not difficult. We're seeing a split though. It'd be really nice if this stayed away, but with 28k to go, that's not going to happen. And now I lose Vliegen. No, there you go. We get Vliegen back. Vliegen, can you actually finally come forward? Just 70. I'm in the optimal position, and the race is finally being made difficult. And where it's hurting some, it's not hurting me. My flat rating finally learned how to use it effectively. Now that it's hit elite status, it finally means
The
something.
pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Vliegen
A fall
still
just
hasn't
took
made it
place
up
in the
here.
pack. Several riders are on the ground.
Vliegen. Why don't we change this
The
up?
riders are
Vliegen,
entering the last
just
15
come
kilometers
up.
of the stage. I can tell you that riding on
Get
cobbled
up behind
sections
me.
is a
Okay,
real
breakaway is done.
challenge. The racers
82,
have to have the
72
talents
riders
of a
now.
tightrope
That was the
walker, as
final
grip of the
time on
tires
that
can't be
cobbled
counted
section,
on.
I believe. No. Oh, right at the finish. Okay. We got to hit it on the finish. Good to know.
The riders are
All right,
entering the last
Vliegen
10
finally
kilometers
makes
of
it
the
up here,
stage.
and we're down to 52 riders, and it's 10k to go. So let's set this up. Meltfort is going to lead me out. Good sprinter. And then Vliegen, let's get you started. 90 initially. 9k to go.
While the pack is getting close to the finish
I
line,
actually
everybody
have a
seems to
sprint
agree
train.
that the stage will be won in a sprint.
7.8k. Just 49 riders in contention. Vliegen, come on. Get through here. Really? You can't get up front on a 90? Why are you so bad? Why are you so bad? There's only 2 World Tour
Watch
teams
out,
here.
a team leader is falling behind.
5k. Come on,
Only
Vliegen.
5
There you go.
kilometers left.
There you go, Vliegen. Okay, 4k to go.
Alexis Goujard goes onto the attack.
Okay, Vliegen. Use him up. Finally, we get out front. 3k to go. For Meltfort. Not a sprint, not from 3k. But we can use Transcend.
There
2k.
goes the sprint. The strong men are giving their
Okay,
all.
1.6. Now he can sprint to catch up. 1.1. Now I can go. Top 50 is the objective. No problem there. Looking like maybe I can squeeze into the top 5 if I can hold off
Superb
Van Barl.
sprint victory. He was the strongest at the last.
And I do. 5th place. Just ahead of Van Barl. Riding with Sunweb these days. Road for the win. Joseph, Denise. I grabbed 5th. Van Barl 6th. Martinelli. De Wolf up there. Vermeltfort managed to get 11th after the lead out.
The
De
riders
Gent got
bringing up the rear
15th.
have
Case
made it
Bull
through
down in
sheer
17th.
willpower. This stage was a real strength sapper.
So we've hit the 1st of April. We're going to open the next episode with Dwarfs Dorflanderen. But first we have our beginning prep for the signing period. And it looks like the likely destination for next season is going to be BMB, aka BMW. So BMW is going to be our new home. Sponsor took over for somebody in the peloton. Not entirely sure who it was. There's been quite a bit of change. Promotion, relegation, new sponsors. Let me know in the comments below if you know which team this was formerly, or have a guess as to it. I know Movistar and a couple other teams are down in Continental Pro right now. So there's a wide range of options on who this could be. Whatever it is, though, it's Trek. Could be Trek. I don't know. Anyway, that looking like where we could be headed. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.